So,
Today was good, dude.
today was good, especially because we're starting this podcast called the Calvin Tucker
Podcast.
Carter podcast as well. You know? It's in reality it's my podcast, but we have guests who like to commandeer this ship.
I thought it was the Rojohead Productions podcast.
It is a Rojohead Productions podcast, yes. Carter over here. This is Carter's voice. Say them, Carter.
I am soothing you just by speaking.
This is Tucker's voice.
My name is Calvin.
There you go.
Calvin is undoubtedly the coolest of this group of people here.
Thanks, Carter. Love you, dude.
You know, that's debatable, man. Like, I feel pretty cool.
Yeah, we're both cool. We're all cool.
If
Regardless-
you could see Calvin's hair right now, you would know.
True. Regardless, we're all cool. But
I think the better part of the day was focusing in the Ford Focus.
I agree.
Yeah.
We went focusing. For those of you who don't know, we have Ford Focus. And, it's a pretty moderate car.
When we say focusing, we mean off-roading in the Ford Focus.
But before that, we went to a car show. And the car show just didn't pan out to be what we thought it would be. So we left because we were bored.
It's always interesting to see some cool cars, though.
Yeah, that was cool, you know.
Nice Eldorado.
Yeah, sick Eldorado, actually. But we were like, you know what, this is okay, you know, but let's do something fun. So, we drove down the road a little ways, and we were like, you know what, we used to dirt bike in this lot over here. We should just take the Focus and off-road.
Who wouldn't want to do that? I mean,
It's a recipe for glory, you know?
if you don't know what a Ford Focus is, it's a low-to-the-ground little $2,000 car. I mean, probably more than 2,000, but you know.
So, it's a 2013 Ford Focus. And you know what, we're like, yes, we're going to hit the dirt.
So we're out here, we're riding, right? We can barely go over like 3-inch bumps, but we're having a blast, right?
Like scraping the nose and all this crap, and we're like, oh god, what if we destroy this car in the process of attaining glory? And we were pretty concerned about it, honestly, but, we got to this lot, and we finally get there, and we're like, circling around and focusing. And I was like channeling my inner Ken Block, and we were just going, and eventually we find this massive hill.
Massive, like what? Like
at least like
50
15 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so,
Super steep.
like, we're talking like...
Like it's like say like a slope of like 3.5, 3 over 5. I mean,
We're talking
It was
like...
wild.
We're talking like Everest steep here. Like steep. And so, I see this hill, and I'm saying to Calvin, I
we
think-
gotta go up it.
Yeah, we have to go up it. I mean, we're, attaining glory is not easy, so we're doing it.
So we try. We don't make it. So we start rolling back down the hill. It was fun.
It was kind of a sad moment, but, we backed up a little bit more, and I was like, Calvin, we can make this. We can actually do this.
I'm like, what if there's a jump on the other side of this? What if it's a drop? So we hop out of the car and go check.
And at that point, we see, like, it's not too hairy up there. You can get over it and turn back around. But what we don't see is that to get onto this little, like, it's a hill and then there's a road on top of it. But to get onto it, there's a big angle. And we're not thinking about ground clearance that much because we see this hill and, going up the hill, it's not that bad. Like, the nose is not going to hit. Yeah, it sounds fun, And so... we're going at a steady pace now, maybe like 25 miles an hour, because, it's a little compact car and it's front-wheel drive, so you got to have some speed to get up this hill,
So remember, we're going up a hill.
Yeah, we're going up a hill. It's like a steep hill. And so we're, like, going up this hill, powering through. We're like, yes, this is awesome. And then, right as we're cresting the hill, we hear,
make
like,
air.
this utter, like, terrible scraping, like, like, just terrible. And we, like, make a lot of air, and we slam back down, and we're like, holy crap, that was crazy! And
This was about 3 hours ago.
yeah, this was about 3 hours ago. And so we're like, oh my god, like, we're gonna wreck the car. So I hop out of the car real quick, and I look at it, and thank God it was okay. But at that point, we were thinking, how are we gonna get down? It was so hard to get up. I don't know what's gonna go on here.
Yeah.
And so, we take a pee break, because that's what you do, when you're doing intense off-roading. And,
But before we explain going down, he did not explain that we made air in this little Ford Focus.
yeah, like, a lot of air.
Like a foot off the ground air.
Foot off the ground air.
It was solid.
It was solid, yeah. It was good.
Like, go on, dude.
And, I'm, like, pacing down this road to see if there's any spot that's better to go down. And I look, and it is treacherous. It is bad. There is no spot on this little trail up on this massively steep hill that you can turn around on. And so I'm thinking to myself, okay, we're going to have to just be maniacs like General Mayhem, Roadkill, Bo and Luke Duke kind of thing.
Like
And
there's
just-
no tomorrow.
Like there's no tomorrow. And just rocket down this hill again.
I explain it like a roller coaster. We have this little lip. We were going up. The bottom of the car scrapes. You hear the scraping, and then you just start going down.
And at
It was
this
nice.
point, like, you're just barreling down this hill. There's no stopping it. And we actually made it, which was really surprising.
Now we're here. We're alive. Now
We're
it's all
here,
that
we're alive, we're podcasting for all of you. And, it's a little bit disconjoined because it's our first podcast, but we'll get better at this,
Another great thing about this is that the equipment we bought that we're using this podcast, we bought from a dude named Geach. He works at Guitar Center. He's a cool guy.
Geach is awesome. He's this massive guy.
Black.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
He's black. Okay, that's awesome.
He's like Michael Jordan of Guitar Center, you know what I mean?
He is awesome.
He's awesome. He's just the nicest dude. And so we go in there, we're like, oh, okay, like, we don't know what to buy, What are
We're
we gonna
talking
do?
to him about it. And he's just like, yeah, I'll hook you up with this equipment. And now we're here.
Yeah, now
Having a
we're
good time.
having a good podcasting time. Carter, do you have any stories of your day?
While my favorite brother here and my cousin were out riding, I was dreaming. I don't want to be out with them in the morning. I have sleeping to do.
You were sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
By God.
All the way to
Boring.
11:45.
See, like, sleeping for me, I get up
6
normally
a.m.
like 6:30. And, for me, if I'm sleeping until 12, I'm wasting my day. There's no point to that. Like, I want to get things done. And then there's Carter over here being a lazy turd,
I mean,
sitting on his bed.
Is it wasting your day if you're having a better time sleeping than you do when you're waking up?
No.
Carter, are you saying that your days are not filled with joyous occasions
I'm
left and
saying
right?
I can do anything in my dreams, and here it's like, oh, I can't like travel to Asia.
You're delusional.
I'm in this house.
Okay. We don't care anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen, Carter's
Okay.
crazy.
Yes, he is.
Carter is crazy, full on.
Now, recall this. The story's crazy, right? Oh, cool. Yeah, we're 16 and 14, okay? Like, that's pretty crazy.
What's pretty crazy about that?
Dude, we're jumping to Ford Focus. You're 16.
That's a little bit like a teenager to do, though.
Yeah, it's kind of reckless.
But it's no more reckless than what my father would do. He was equally as crazy off-road.
And equally a poor influence on you.
We had this Denali back in the day, this Yukon Denali, 2007. And we would take it and do donuts and jump it just like a Focus. And then, like, for no apparent reason, obviously, because off-roading isn't very, treacherous to vehicles. It's obviously not damaging. The transmission fell out. Not once, but twice. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't off-road your cars. Except for us,
It's
unless
fun.
you're- it's fun. If you're on the path of glory, off-road your car. If you're not, then, you're...
If you're scared, don't be out there. It's not worth it.
Right.
A little other story about the old cars. They had the Land Rover. He tried to squeeze it to two trees, and it literally smushed it.
It smushed the doors in. We were, like, going through this little path in this little narrow valley, and these trees literally smushed the doors in like we were T-boned on either side. It was terrible. But, the quest for glory is dangerous.
Yeah. Sadly, I wasn't there, but sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good
I
times.
like the setup you got here.
Yeah, this setup is pretty killer. You guys can't see this. Eventually, we'll have a camera here and talk about stuff, but, the setup is pretty good. It's pretty solid. It wasn't that expensive. All in all, it was like $250. I guess $300 in all with the microphone, which I bought. But, yeah, good times. And you know what else is just happening recently? our cousin Anna got her wisdom teeth out. Hardcore, not 2, not 1, but 4. 4 wisdom teeth all in one pull. And so for the past 5 days or so, she's just been crazy, crazy, crazy painful. Like a chipmunk, you know? Like her cheeks are all puffed out. And it's dramatic, you know?
Yeah.
And I've never had a tooth pulled. And I am so afraid of the dentist. You guys have no idea. The dentist is... It's ridiculous.
I love the dentist.
What?
It feels good on my teeth,
Calvin.
bro.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I mean, they tell you that you're not flossing enough because your teeth bleed, but they murder them with little picks, and then tell you you're not doing good enough. It's like, you're crazy.
Calvin, if you like to subject yourself to torture...
My dentist is nice. He just brushes my teeth till they're white.
Who do you go to? Like, you found, like, God disguised as a dentist there?
He's Asian.
He's Asian.
I don't know. I'll ask
Why
my
are you
mom.
so racist today?
I'm not
It's not racist. It's
It's
just
not
stating
racist
people's
to
race.
point out, I think we're all white. Am I being
I'm a
racist now? I just
Caucasian.
mentioned
I'm
that.
white, oh my God.
Too.
But you know what's actually ridiculous? I was going to school, and this girl, who we'll call Shaniqua for this conversation.
Are we talking about he's not black, he's like chocolate brown?
No.
Oh, that was
No.
a different story. By the way.
This is later in my high school career. So we'll call her Shaniqua for this. I go and I say, because she's dogging on my friend. My friend doesn't like particularly care for.
Well, I know this Shaniqua. I know what's going on now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let's just say my friend was a little bit.
I was enamored with her.
He was a little bit racist, a little bit stupid. But anyways, this guy goes and he's like, I don't find black people attractive. And then she starts dogging on him.
Mm-hmm.
She just goes off on him in the middle of math class. And so to defend my friend, I say, you know what, I kind of share his opinion, you know, get the heat off of my friend a little bit. We'll call him Johnny for this conversation.
You know, I'm really sorry, but Shaniqua's a little racist, dude. You could have used, like, watermelon or fried chicken.
Calvin, that's so bad.
I'm joking.
So I say that, and then Shaniqua goes off on me. But not only does she go off on me, she goes and tells the whole school that I'm racist.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not racist, obviously. I like everyone equally. So later that day in the hallway, she's literally pulling people over to talk to her that she doesn't even know and say, "Oh, that guy's racist. He's so racist." And so for this entire time, I was so pissed because she's making these accusations that are just disgusting. And so from then on, I've had this view of things that you guys may or may not agree with. But I think, like, even with the whole feminine thing as well, feminism,
Meninism.
or feminism, the Twitter account. But with feminism or race, people who, I mean, at this point, black people are equal. That's a fact. Women are equal. That's a fact. And they can do anything that men can do, and they can do anything that white people can do.
It's just all drama, bro.
Right, it's just a bunch of drama.
Well, it's not to say that there aren't racists still around. I just don't think they're not inhibiting anything that anybody can do at this point.
Right. I hope to God that the racists are eliminated off this earth. They should not be breathing our air.
They shouldn't be breeding either. I mean, imagine you
Right.
get little racist babies and you make a whole
Right.
cycle of hate going on.
But the people of those races and the feminine sex who say, you know, oh my God, if this guy goes and holds the door for me, he's not worth dating. Oh my God, if this guy makes a remark about me being black, he's racist. He's not worth working with.
I mean, at this point, they're making issues of non-issues.
Right.
They're looking for stuff to blame people.
Right, exactly. And what that leads to is that these people are going and actually making it that their sex or race is inferior by making that point over and over and over again.
You know, bro, literally, like, 35 minutes ago when we were testing out our mics, you said that your race was superior of gingers. So,
Gingers are the superior race, and they are the only superior race. I'm sorry. If you're not ginger, you're a fine person.
you know, I guess this lady that went around talking about, Shaniqua, should I call her, that went around talking about how you're racist, I guess is right, because, seriously, bro.
Yeah.
Because Calvin's blonde and he's feeling
Yeah.
insecure
As a
about his
brunette,
blondness.
I don't endorse his comments.
Say that again?
As a brunette ginger, like a half and half mix, I don't endorse his comments.
Carter's a mutt.
I'm a what?
A mutt.
What is a mutt, bro?
A mixed dog. A mutt is like a dog who's no particular breed, you know?
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not gonna back you up on that because I'm not positive, but I'll just.
Well, okay. Anyways.
Gnarly.
Juniors are the superior race. If the superior race, that's a word.
No,
So-
I want to backpedal here really quick and say maybe we have it wrong. Maybe there is still issues with like feminism. But I will say that, in my opinion, if you're like at your workplace and somebody's harassing you, you can report them.
Right.
If your boss is harassing you, you can report him. Worst case scenario, you can just leave and move to another office because the chances of you getting that again is very low.
Richard.
Yeah, Richard. Oh my God. We'll save that for another podcast. We'll save the Richard story for another podcast. But just so all of you know, you meet a guy named Richard who works as a manager in a restaurant. Run, just run. That's all I have to say. Anyways, we'll be signing off from this week's Robohead Productions podcast.
So, like, comment, subscribe, and that's about it.
Adios, amigos.
Comment your favorite word.
Yeah, audience participation is a good thing. See ya.